The qualities I think make an excellent real estate agent are, well, personally, I love working with people that have clear communication throughout the entire process. I know that times life happens and we're not able to answer the phone right away, but just throughout the entire process, being able to clearly communicate your client's needs is huge. And so a lot of times we have to put our personalities or our wants and desires or what we think is going to be the most ideal thing aside for our clients, because it's not what they are wanting. And so I love when agents, myself included, when we're able to put our emotions aside and we're able to focus solely on what the client is wanting. Hi, my name is Lydia Messenger and I'm an agent with Windermere Group 1. Before getting into real estate, I was a wedding photographer and a family photographer, and I have actually realized that every one of my jobs that I've had since I was in high school was around serving, and I really love serving people. I found in weddings it was such a joy getting to be a part of people's most intimate celebrations and times where I just felt so honored to be a part of that and being able to capture something so significant in their lives and something so intimate. And in a way, we kind of do the same thing in real estate. We don't know how often you'll be buying a home. I've had some clients that do it every 2 years, and I've had some people where it will probably be the last home that they purchase. My mom is an agent in Austin, Texas, and her motto is, I serve people before I sell houses. And I honestly believe that to be true. That is my goal in this industry, is to serve people before I sell your house. I think one of the most challenging things in our job is when there are things that come into the transaction that are outside of our control. For instance, a couple years ago, I had a single mom who was selling her home and I was the listing agent, and the buyer's buyer decided to back out on the day of close, and it was a cash deal, and it was a very challenging thing to be able to tell that single mom, I'm so sorry, we have to put your house back on the market. Now, thankfully, it was one of those transactions where everyone worked together so well, and so we were able to close within 10 days of the original closing date, and the buyers were so excited that they still got to purchase their home. She was so excited. She ended up closing on her birthday, which was so amazing, and everyone was happy. But sometimes that doesn't happen, and so delivering that hard news, especially things that are outside of our control, is probably one of the most difficult things that we can go through as agents. And again, I think it goes back to clear communication and also being the person in the room that says, I'm so sorry this has happened. This is a very difficult thing that we're going through, and here's how we can go through it and push through. I think when interviewing a realtor, it is really important to be able to see if you mesh with their personality and their communication style. And I think it's really important to be able to see whether or not the person that you work with is going to be your advocate, is going to be someone that is available for you, and you can figure that out with whether or not you're an early person or a late person, but you just want someone that's going to be able to answer the phone when needed and be able to send documents when needed, and who is not too busy for you. I think someone who really listens to what you're wanting. And again, that's why I love Windermere. We have an amazing buying and selling process. So we're able to really kind of figure out the reason in which you're buying. And maybe if there's some fears involved with that, we want to know those fears so that we can kind of be aware of that throughout the process. So as a buyer or a seller, I think having someone that's going to clearly communicate to you and also be your advocate throughout the entire process is really important.